Merry Christmas and welcome to Day 2, Traditions. Do you know the oldest Santa Claus parade, or indeed parade in the world, is right here in Toronto, Canada. On the 2nd of December 1904, the first official Santa Claus parade was held. Santa Claus walked from Union Station in Toronto to the Eaton store on Queen Street, and an idea was born when hundreds of people gathered to watch Santa as he arrived at the department store for the official start of Christmas. The following year, the 2nd of December 1905, the first parade was held with a single float. It was the brainchild of an executive of the Eaton department store chain, which ran from 1869 to 1997, and unfortunately is no longer in business. But thanks to his brilliant marketing plan, it spurred Christmas parades all over the world, which leads to probably the most famous Santa Claus parade, which is the Macy's Thanksgiving Parade, and that began in 1924. But throughout small towns in North America, on the last weekend or the first weekend of December, you'll find these similar Christmas parades. These may be on a smaller scale, but they're no less exciting, especially for the participants as well as the onlookers. The first Santa to appear in a department store was in 1890. The owner of a dry goods store in Boston, Massachusetts, named James Edgar. He took the train to Boston and had a tailor-made Santa suit with him. In a few weeks before Christmas, he made his first appearance. Children came from miles around. They came from Boston, Providence, Worcester and New York. And by 1891, Santa Claus was in the major department stores in North America. How many of you have pictures, like I do, of yourself with your family, brothers and sisters at Christmas in either a Santa's grotto or a department store? I'd love to know. Born in Kansas in 1948, this American entrepreneur, Larry Dean Stewart, made it a practice to hand out $100 bills to people in need. This then led to a community choosing a person in need and provide them quite anonymously with a gift. Unfortunately, it's lost some of its luster and has developed into an office or friends Christmas gift giving game. One of the first specifically Christmas specials was performed on stage in the US in 1925 by the Rockettes. But since the inception of TV, it's been their aim to attract viewers, and what better time than Christmas? And as the 1950s progressed, the Christmas special was created. 1953 saw Bob Hope, 57 was Frank Sinatra and Bing Crosby. Walt Disney gave us his Christmas special in 1958, but the most iconic special has got to be Charlie Brown's Christmas. In 1879, Thomas Edison was famous for inventing the incandescent light bulb. As the 1800s wore on, he was having widespread problems trying to get approval for his new technology. So he decided, as Christmas approached, he would string up some lights around the perimeter of his laboratory, and Christmas lights were born. On December 22nd, 1882, the first display of illuminated Christmas lights were made by Thomas Edison and a fellow inventor. These days, you can see the illuminated magic at Christmas in every city, small town and home, and how beautiful it is. One of our favourite things to do around Christmas is to either walk or drive, depending on how cold it is, around the neighbourhood to see the Christmas lights, especially if you're not from North America initially. I mean, I grew up in the UK and we just don't have these magical displays at Christmas. I think it's picking up a little bit more now, people tend to, but nothing to this degree, and I just find it amazing. It's so magical the way people take the time and energy to put up all these beautiful Christmas lights. It's really charming where we live. It's a little village within a town on Lake Ontario, and it's an old settlement called Grimsby Beach, and it is so beautiful there year round, but at Christmas time it's just, as I said, it's magical. We go a couple of times a year. We usually go early December and then again just before Christmas to see, you know, who's improved on what and how many more houses. And it's absolutely makes our Christmas. And it's always lovely to see the first house in the neighbourhood and how early it is when they put their Christmas lights up. I think it's just magical. And this is a truly North American thing, because you just don't see this anywhere else in the world. I found a little poem by Barbara Vance that I thought was just, I want to see if it resonated with you as much as it did with me. It's called The Christmas Lights Went Out. The Christmas lights went out, the ones Dad just suspended. He took all day to hang them, but their gleaming promptly ended. I wonder how he'll take it when he steps out in the snow to marvel at his handiwork, but finds he's missed the show. The Christmas lights went out, and all's dark on our lawn. One fleeting, fizzling moment, and his masterpiece is gone. I think I'll step inside now to avoid how he reacts when he finds one broken bulb in the middle of my tracks.